What's up, Sag? It's your girl D here with 8,000 Energy. Here to bring you a Silent Enemies reading for the month of August 2021. I hope all is well in the Sagittarius community. I want to thank you guys who continue to come to the channel and show your love and support. Thank you so much for all you do. I really appreciate you. For those who are new, welcome to the channel. This is not one of your channels where, you know, you're going to be told untruths. You're going to get the truth here. It has nothing to do with your feelings or your emotions. It has to do with the reality of the situation going on. So a lot of people can't cope with this channel. I can understand that if you feel this way. But at the same time, I'm here to bring the truth based on what I see in the cards. So with that being said, the Silent Enemies reading is a reading that helps you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges, especially when it comes to the people closest around you, because they are the ones that the universe has sent to test you via karmic connections. Whether it's a family member, a husband, you know, your adult child, your neighbor. It's very important that you pay attention to the intuitive energies that you get from people who are closest to you, so that you're able to avoid catastrophes and or, you know, help somebody who may need your assistance. You know, maybe they're having a bad day and you're picking up on their negative energy. And maybe you asking about them and how they're feeling could make all the difference in their world. Maybe they just need a shoulder to lean on. Or it could be, you know, another scenario here where you find out there is a family member or your ex who, I mean, you know, somebody who's in your direct energy who may be jealous of you, envious of you, doesn't want to see you successful because they don't have that in their life. So it's important that you recognize these energies so that you're able to deal with them. So ignoring your intuition should no longer be an option for you, because your intuition, it could be your saving grace. So with that being said, I'm going to put out 3 cards. We're going to see what intuitive energies come of these cards. Don't try to make this fit. If it doesn't resonate, it just doesn't resonate. Check the other readings. All right. On the channel, there's a variety of different types of readings, so check those out. Okay. So we got 3 cards here. The first card that came out is the 4 of Wands. All right. Oops. 4 of Wands, Aries energy. The second card that came out is the 6 of Cups, Scorpionic energy. And the third card that came out, Sag, was the Magician energy. It came out in reverse. We'll talk about that as we get to it. I'm going to read them individually, but if it is so that once I read these energies, they're intermingled for you, then take it as such. But I'm going to read them separately just in case they're not. So with this 4 of Wands energy, this is talking to me about family. Emotional stability also. You know, that came right after family popped out. So it could be that, you know, the emotional stability in your family is at question. But it could be that your emotional stability is in question. For some of you, maybe you're not at peace with what's going on in your relationship and or your marriage. Some of you are in a marriage or a family dynamic that is absolutely poisonous to your well-being. A lot of you know this because I've been doing the readings for you for the past year. Some of you have a difficult time accepting the fact that this relationship is over and not allowing it to end so that the universe can send you who you're supposed to be with. Some of you may be upset with letting go of a connection because your person may have found someone else. And that might be a difficult pill to swallow. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But I feel like for a lot of you, what you may want to consider is that, you know, the universe doesn't take away something from you that's meant for you. The universe takes away what is not meant for you, what no longer serves you, so that what you desire and what's beneficial for you will be able to come into you. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're in a marriage or you're in a living situation or in a relationship with someone that you're just not seeing you're not seeing that the universe has something better for you. I feel like you feel like this is the best you can do for some of you, or it could just be that you're, naturally upset because your person has moved on to someone else. So that's what I get for some of you with this Four of Wands energy. Now, if this is about family dynamics where you have relatives who, maybe don't get along, I feel like you do need to be careful with that. I feel like you need to be careful with your emotions, not to allow them to get you all unhinged and frustrated and angry. For some of you, you're putting on a front that, everything is all good in your relationship, in your marriage, and again, it's not. I just feel an energy of emotional instability. I feel like within you have emotional instability, and as a result, it is a result of the fact that your relationship is fallen to the side. Or, the universe no longer wants you with this person. This person was a karmic connection, and the universe no longer wants you with this person. And some of you are just having a difficult time accepting that and moving on. But this is showing up as a silent enemy because you not moving on and you not accepting it is going to be a detriment to you. We are in the season of karma right now. So the last thing you want to do is collect unnecessary karma, especially negative. You don't want to collect unnecessary negative karma because you don't want to let go. So, there's a choice that you're going to have to make. Some of you, it's not even about the relationships. It's just that you're not happy inside. Some of you are depressed. And you are going to have to figure out how to bring yourself up out of this rut. Some of you could just be very angry, very bitter, resentful, aggravated, stressed. But I feel like there's no peace in your heart, in your spirit. And as a result, there's no peace in your home. Some of you may be getting invited to family events, or you may be going to family events. I feel like you need to watch your emotions, guard your emotions, because there could be people around you who are not happy, family members who are not happy. And they may act out in a manner in which it may affect your emotional well-being. Some of you may need to be careful about where you're living, where you're staying, your home. Who you live with, rather, specifically, is what I'm getting here. Some of you know it's time to move on, it's time to move out, but you're refusing to do so. I did a reading, a couple of days ago, last week, in reference to fire signs, and it said moving out. So if this resonates with you, you may want to check out that reading. But yeah, some of you, it's time for you to move. And maybe it's difficult for you too financially, I'm not sure. But it's definitely time to let go of this situation, let go of this connection. Now, with the Six of Cups energy here, this is Scorpionic energy. Some of you, there could be some issues going on with your children. So you may want to check on them and see what's going on with them. We are in Leo season. This is the season of children. So you just may want to check on them, see how they're doing, making sure that they're, where they need to be, especially if you have young children. Some of you may have issues with your children as far as the connection between you two. There could be arguments, there could be frustration, aggravation with your children. It could just be because of everything that's going on external in the world. Maybe you guys are concerned in reference to what you need to do with your children about school. A lot of it's August now, so a lot of the schools in the South, in the States, they're going back to school. So, maybe your concern is your children. So, maybe just taking a temperature with them, see how they're feeling about things, see if they have any questions or concerns. I think a lot of adults, plus the mixed information that we're getting on the news, I feel like, it's just time to tune that out and just focus on what your intuition is telling you, because there's a lot of mixed information out there and it's easy for people to get confused. So, talk to your children, see how they feel, see how you feel, run that against your spirit, and do what's best for you and your children. I feel like for some of you, there could be a past situation that you're having a difficult time letting go of. It could be this relationship here, so these two could be related, but they could be separate instances also. I feel like for some of you, there's a difficult situation here that you've been in for a very long time. Maybe some of you feel that the person that you're with and that you're married with is your soulmate and your divine counterpart. But the universe is saying no. Just because in the 3D realm you married this person does not mean that on the spiritual realm that you're supposed to be with this person for the rest of your days. The universe sent this person into your life to teach you lessons about yourself. Those lessons have been learned because the relationship has plummeted since. It has not gotten better and it is not going to get better. That's because you're not meant to stay with this person. Again, a difficult pill for some of you to swallow. But that is something that you're going to have to work with. All I can do is just keep giving the messages as long as they keep showing up. If the message keeps showing up, I keep giving it. Some of you could have some unrealistic expectations in reference to your relationship or your marriage. I'm getting that as well. Some of you could just have some unrealistic expectations in reference to the school that your children are going to, or just the the school system in general in reference to what they're supposed to do for the children, how they're supposed to accommodate the children. But I feel like for some of you, you just may need to tap in with them, tap in with your children, touch base with them, see how they're feeling about things. Because they could have some concerns that, might easily be addressed by an adult. But, sometimes kids, because they don't know, they fear just like adults do, So check in with them. I can't stress that enough. I feel that very strongly. Now, this Magician energy in reverse. Now, when a major arcana shows up in any reading, we know that it represents a major change that can go on in your life where your life won't be the same after. Well, it's the same thing with the silent enemy readings. If you fail to ignore your intuition in reference to this Magician energy in reverse here, you could put yourself in a situation where, you could be taken advantage of by someone, or, because you're not listening to your intuition, you could have clouded judgment. And as a result, you could participate in a situation or a scenario that you maybe shouldn't participate in. It could be because of emotions. I'm not really sure. But the Magician in reverse is not really good energy at all. It could represent the fact that you have somebody who's coming around. It could be somebody from the past trying to manipulate you. For some of you, could have been someone that you used to live with that you may have moved out from. Some of you are no longer in this energy. You've already gotten past this. And so it could just be coming up because we are in the season of karma. And, we're all being divvied out karma. Depending on what you did, it would be good. Depending on what you didn't do, it would be, negative, depending on, what's going on. So for some of you, this could be past energies. Like, yeah, I already been through that. I already moved out. We moved on. I already knew this person was manipulative. For some of you, your person could have slept with someone else and have a child with someone else too, is another thing that I'm getting here. Or there could be some manipulation in reference to a child. I know I was getting that a lot with the Sagittarius energy. Somebody not being honest about a child being theirs. Or somebody who cheated and stepped out of the connection and got someone else pregnant outside of the marriage, outside of the connection. Or flip side, it was a woman who lied about who the father of her child was. I see that energy here very strong here. I feel like this energy is going to be, is going to come out. I've been feeling like it's going to come out in Leo season. So for a lot of you, this information has already come out or it's about to come out. But yeah, somebody's hiding a secret. Somebody's hiding something, some type of communication. in order to, keep control or to manipulate a situation in their favor. Now, Sag, I feel like this could be somebody who's doing this to you, because I don't see your energy here in the reading. Your opposite polarity of Gemini is not here either. Yeah, here it is. So then in this case, I take that back. This could be a Sagittarius who's doing this, who's lying about being the father of a child outside of their marriage or outside of their relationship. Or this is a Sagittarius woman who's lying, saying that a child that she had with somebody she doesn't want to let go of is actually his, and it's really not. So that could be going on. That is going on for the Sagittarius community heavy. I do know that. If this is not about a child or lying or manipulating about paternity and things like that, there's just somebody that you have to be careful of. They could be in your vicinity. They could be in your energy, but they don't have good intent for you. This could be somebody, again, from your past who's not able to let go, who can't move on. But the thing is I feel like they just don't have good intent whatsoever. This could be somebody that you have children with and you're trying to move on. Maybe you've connected with someone else and they just can't handle the fact that it's over. But I do feel like that's what's going on for some of you. Be careful of any documentation or paperwork that you sign, because I feel like you need to read the fine print. Sagittarius, read the fine print of what's going on. Some of you need to be careful of your lawyer too. Some of you may have a lawyer who's not, they're not any good. They're a shitty lawyer. They're a liar. They're not honest. I mean, most people say lawyers are liars. But this particular lawyer, yeah, if you got a lawyer here and you got funny vibes about your lawyer, you scratch that lawyer, get another one. Especially if you're paying, if you have a public defender, do what you can to hire a lawyer. But I don't feel like this lawyer has your best interest at heart. Some of you need to be careful of what you're communicating online as well, and how you're communicating online. Be careful of what's being sent to you and what you're sending to other people. I feel like if you have some personal information that you're sending online, you don't want anybody to know. There could be hackers, so you do need to be careful. Especially personally identifiable information like Social Security, going into your bank, doing online banking. Look, I have a bachelor's in cybersecurity, and I will not bank online. I don't care what anybody says. I will not. The most I will do is I will set up an account online. But other than that, I will not be I will not. I won't. Nope, I don't do regular banking online. I will go into a branch or I will go to an ATM. That's just me personally, but that's because of my expertise and my experience in cybersecurity. I know it's not safe. So I'm telling you guys, if you're comfortable with it, you've not had any issues with it, that's cool. Just maintain a level of awareness in reference to, what information you're sending online, who you're sending it to, what links and correspondence you're responding to, and what information you're giving them when you respond. All right. That is what I got for you, Sag, for your Silent Enemies reading. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the extended. I'm going to pull like 4 cards for each of these just to get a little bit more information to see what other messages Spirit has for you guys. So if you resonated with this or you want to find out more, the link to the extended's in the box below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Take care of yourself, Sag.